Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to start with you adding and subtracting decimals. Now we are going to follow the structures. The structure that we are going to follow is very simple. Adding decimals is similar to adding whole numbers. When adding decimals, remember to put the decimal points one below to other. Units will be under units, tens will be under tens, hundreds will be under hundreds. In this form, we are going to follow our lesson. Now let's go and let's solve our first example. Our first example is this one. Find a 3.7 plus 1.5. Now let's go. Let's say a 3.7 we need to add with 1.5. Now let's write the numbers. Now as you see, we have 1 unit and 1 tenth. 1 unit, 1 tenth. That's why our addition will be very simple. And 3.7. Now I am going to write below the decimal point. I am going to bring the other decimal point. Now 1.5 I am going to write here. Now let's add them. 7 plus 5, it will be 12. 2 will be here and 1 we are going to put here. Now what we have here, 3 plus 1 and plus 1 here we have. It will be, don't forget the decimal point here. 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, it will be 5. Now the result will be 5.2. Now let's go on. Let's solve exercises B. Now here what we have? We have 2.4 plus 3.18. Now as you see here we have 2.4 and 3.18. Here we have tens, here we have hundreds. Now we should write this one. Here we are going to use equivalent writings. Equivalent writings can be in this form. Now instead of 2.4 I can write 2.40. What I did here, I put here 1 0. Now the hundredths part is 0. I can write them in this form. I can write them. Okay, it will be 2.40 plus 3.18. Now as you see, we can add them. 0.0 plus 8, it will be 8. 4 plus 1, it will be 5. Under decimals will be decimal. Under decimal points will be decimal point. 2 plus 5, 2 plus 3 will be equal to 5. The result is 5.58. Now here what we can do? Here we can add it also in this form. We can write directly 2.4 and here decimal point, units under units 3 and tenths is here. I am going to write it here and hundreds will be here. Now I can add them. There is nothing. Okay, we can think there is 0, look like 0. Okay, 8 will come down. 4 plus 1 will be 5. Okay, under decimal points will be decimal point. 2 plus 3 will be equal to 5. Now, how we will do the subtraction? Okay, the subtraction is, for the subtraction also we are going to use the same procedure. We are not going to change anything. Now for this, let's solve an example with subtraction. Now what we have here? Here we have 3 minus 1.4. Now here as you see we have 3 whole minus 1.4. I can write this one 3 whole there is no decimal part. I can write instead of 3 whole, I can write as 3.0. 3 whole, I can write an equivalent 3.0. Let's do it in this form. And 1.4. Let's do subtraction. Now we cannot subtract from 0 to 4. We are going to go and we are going to take, we will do here 10, and here we are going to make 2. 10 minus 4, it will be 6. Decimal point under decimal points, 2 minus 1, it will be 1.6. Now, I think we understood, it's clear here. Let's go, let's solve another example. The next example is this one. Now let's say 2.4 subtract 1.86. Now let's do our subtraction directly here now. Let's write 2.4. Under decimal point, we are going to put the decimal point and 1 whole 86. Now let's do subtraction. There is 0. We are going to think, look like there is a 0. Now we are going to come here. We are going to take 1 tens here, and here we left 3. Now 10 minus 6 will be 4. Here from 3, okay, we cannot subtract 8. We are going to take from here, and we will have 13 now. 13 minus 8 will be equal to 5. Okay, decimal under decimal, decimal point under decimal point, and now 1 minus 1 will be 0. The result is 0.54. Now with this one we finish our lesson for today. Now let's go and let's see the homework. What is the homework? The homework is page 185 and 186, exercises 10D. We are going to solve it completely. It's not hard. Okay, the homework, second homework we have here, page 187, exercises 10E. I hope you are going to do your job. See you on next lesson.